It took me 2 whole hours of patience and discipline for this setup to get to my zone. I hear most people talk about how the 3-minute time frame can give you a very good confirmation, how the smaller time frames are full of noise, you don't get good candlestick confirmations on those time frames. But then it's a Monday morning and I've been able to catch 300 plus pips on gold using the 3-minute time frame. Now I shared this setup in the free community. I shared the signal in the free community, right? So if you're not in my free Telegram community, do also find the description under this video to join the Arbitrage community today. Now let's get straight into the chart and let me show you how I caught this trade. Gold has been a very good girl today and this trade made me a lot of money. Let's get straight into the chart now. Now I'm going to start from the 15 minutes time frame and I'm going to show you why I went bullish on gold this morning and why I didn't go bearish, right? Now in the 15 minutes, I was getting some sort of bullish indication, which was an inverse head and shoulder. Now with that, we had the right shoulder right here. Okay, we had the right shoulder here. So let me indicate here as the right shoulder, shoulder. Beautiful. And we also had the left shoulder form here. Because whenever you want to confirm that your chart pattern is complete, which is an inverse head and shoulder, you need to make sure that you have those structures in place. So you have a left shoulder here. Can you guess the next one? Okay, so the next one is going to be the head, right? So we have the head form here. We had the head here. So this is the head of the structure. Now with the inverse head and shoulder, we always need to have a neckline so that in case that neckline is broken, we can confirm that that bullish prices coming into the market is true or is verified. Okay, so we have the neckline also formed here. So all of these give an indication that gold was ready to go bullish, right? Ready to go fully bullish this morning. So let me indicate here as the neckline. Now with this structure forming, if price doesn't break above the neckline, we can confirm that this structure is valid. This inverse head and shoulder is valid, right? Until there's a breakout above the neckline, that is where we can confirm that price is ready to go bullish. So then what do we see? We saw price break this neckline around 6 a.m. GMT today with this candle, this bullish candle here, this candle that closed above the zone. That's the candle that closed the neckline or that closed above the neckline. Now, after price broke out of the neckline, we had price breaking certain previous lower high structure. So let me just show you how that also looks like. So from this point, we had price giving us a series of lower highs and lower lows, right? Price gave us lower highs here and then formed a lower low, which eventually went all the way down. Now, if you know how I've been trading, right? How I do my analysis on YouTube, how I share my trades with you guys, I always talk about following structures. Okay. Now we had a previous lower high, this lower high point here, which was a structural point being broken by this candle. This was the last structural point that price broke, right? This was it. Now, with this structural point here, you can see we have what we call an institutional candle, right? An order block, right? Form right here. Now, if you know how I trade, if you know how I do my setups, like how I've been sharing on YouTube always, you know I pay attention to structural points a lot, right? Where we have the previous lower high structure being this point right here. Okay, we have some previous structures also. We have here being another lower high structure. We also have here being another lower high structure, right? Now all of these structures are there so that in case price breaks out of them, we can decide, or in case there's a break of structure, right, a BOS, we will decide what to do in the market. Now if you check what happened on gold, price has actually broken all of these previous lower high structures. Now if price starts going bearish, okay, starts giving bearish indications, just like I know the structure form here, which is this neckline and the inverse head and shoulder, I'm going to only be looking for bullish entries, right? So now per the chart, I could see that there was right below this previous lower high structure, there was an order block which formed right below it, right? Which was this point here. So let me just mark it down, this order block. So all that I was waiting for was just for price to come into this order block here and then have a buy trade, okay? So let me just delete these red lines. So I'm going to delete these red lines and wait for price to come to my zone. So I'm going to put my long position tool here and wait for price to get there. With my SL of 45 pips. Okay. And I'm going to be targeting this last lower high point here. Keep in mind, you have to trade according to structure. So I'm going to have this last lower high point here being my take profit, right? So this point right here is going to be my take profit. So let's see what happens when price got to the zone. So we had price coming down. Now at this point, I wasn't even rushing into the trade. I was just waiting for price to come into this zone right here. So we had price tap the zone, okay? Now let me show you something. Let me go on trading view and show you something. So this is my trading view, okay? Now my trading view, just look at what happened. This is the 3-minute time frame, 3-minute time frame. And when price tapped the zone, you can see we had a tweezer bottom candlestick form in the zone. Now when this tweezer bottom candlestick form, we had a candle closing above it, which was, let me delete this, which was this candle right here, this candle, right? Now, right when this candle closed, we had our entry here, right when the candle closed. So this was our entry at 3346.2, right? With our SL 45 pips, okay? So 45 pips, okay? And our TP, which was this zone here. So let me just go back to the XNET terminal and show you. So our TP was this zone right here, which was the last lower high point here, okay? Now let's see what happened when price got there. So upon that 3-minute tweezer bottom, that was when I entered the trade. That was when I got my good confirmation to enter this trade. Because sometimes you can have very big zones, right? Before you wait for your confirmation in 15 minutes, price would have gone like maybe 25 pips or 30 pips already. So using the smaller time frame for confirmations can sometimes be very good for you. So let's see what happened when price got to the zone. We had price closing, giving us a morning star on the 15 minutes time frame, right? Now we had price coming back into the zone and pushing up, and then finally smashing our take profits. Now, after this structure point was broken, this last high point here was broken, you can see how price also shot up again, right? So if you're able to trade your structures, you get very good trades. And that's exactly how I was able to catch this trade on gold using the 3-minute time frame, simple break and retest of a zone, and that is it, okay? Like I mentioned, I send this signal to my free community. So if you're looking at taking my setup, if you want to take my trades, do want to join the ABBA Trades community today. Find the description right under this video, right? Please click on the description under this video so I don't go and join any scam group, okay? Now this week is NFP, and seeing how the structure looks like, I mean, gold going bullish after this move, it's possible that we may have price possibly coming for a retest and then finally going bullish after NFP, right? Or maybe during NFP. We can't tell because NFP is on Friday. We have to see how market reacts until Friday. And if good trades come along my way, I'll make sure to come online and then share how I caught those trades so that we can build it towards NFP, okay? Now that's exactly how I caught 300 pips on gold. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Do want to tell someone about this channel. Do want to like this video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do want to hit that subscribe button. That will be all for today. This ABBA Trades right here. Take care and peace out.